welcome once again. Welcome once again to another video with me. Once again, how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you. Okay, in case it's the first time you're seeing this face here, okay, let me remind you that you are in Amy Thoniaamy's channel, and I am Thonia, a mother living in Italy, okay, and this my channel is based on faith, food, lifestyle, vlogs, okay, and so many good things, right? So many good things you can enjoy will always come from here. So do not worry if you're in the right place. Of course you are in the right place and you are highly welcome. Okay, so if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe. Turn on the bell to always get notified whenever I upload new videos. And to you, oh my God, my heart pumpers. All of you that always come back, my subscribers that always come back to watch my videos, to check on me, thank you so much. I'm nothing without you guys, okay? Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate. Thank you. Love you all. So let's go to our topic for today. Okay, so today we'll be talking about relationships once more again, and today I'll be bringing to you guys some of the signs that serves as warning that we are not ready for a relationship. You know, like we know, relationships involves a lot of things, involves commitment, involves so many things. So if you are not truly ready for it, it is better advice not to enter into one, okay? Sometimes we may find ourselves in a new environment where we don't know anyone. It could be school, it could be that you move into a new place and you don't know one and you are thinking about entering a relationship. It all depends on the level of your relationships, okay? Okay, and then you are thinking of entering a relationship. Sometimes it could be due to social norms. Some people are being lured or wants to enter a relationship, especially when they are single. But sometimes it really doesn't work that way. It may not be, it could be that you don't really need such relationships at a particular time, because it involves a lot of commitment. And it could also be that due to your state at a particular time, you have a lot going on around you, you have so many things at your hands, you have so many things that you want to get at a particular time, and again, due to you see that no one, you have no friends, you are thinking of entering a relationship, you can only get one thing at a time, okay? So here I'm about to bring to you guys some of the signs, okay, that serves as a warning to you that you are not ready to enter a relationship. Because sometimes when you enter a relationship without being ready for it, you end up making yourself unhappy and also the other person unhappy, and the relationship can at times become very toxic to both sides, okay? Okay, so if you have been wanting to enter a relationship or to be in a relationship and you don't know if you are ready or not, or you have been meaning to enter but you're so reluctant about it and you don't know why. So here are some signs that you may not be ready to enter a relationship, okay? My sign number one is that could be that you haven't really spent time being single. What do I mean? What I mean is that it could be that you want to still enjoy your singlehood. You still want to discover yourself. You still want to learn more about yourself. You still love to travel. You still love to do some soul searching. Soul searching is very, very good, okay? It helps you bond with people, helps you detect what you love or what you don't want, what you can take or what you cannot take, or you still want to enter some, some courses or some programs where your potential skills can be turned into professional skills. You understand what I mean? So this can also be a sign that you are not yet ready to enter a relationship, because relationship, like we know, is a commitment. It's a huge commitment, and some of these things, you may not be able anymore to be free to get them. And again, I don't think it is wise if you have not fully discovered yourself, or you have not fully learned more about yourself, and then you enter a relationship. I don't think it's advisable, okay? So it could be that you love all these things and you are still working towards knowing yourself, enjoying your singlehood. You are not yet ready to enter a relationship. Now, my number two is that you care more about finding the right person instead of focusing on yourself. Yeah, I know it can be so dreamy, so lovely, especially when you are outside, okay? You see so many couples holding hands. Like me, I do that even though I am married. When I see, those advanced people, much more advanced people that are, much advanced, that have married for so many years, okay, and they are still together holding hands, and all of that. I admire them, okay. I pray to live as much as they are, and to make my marriage happier and happier each day that passes by, okay. So for you to still be single, and I know when you go out, when you see couples holding hands, when you see the way they talk, the charisma and all of that, you may, want to enter a relationship and also feel like they are feeling okay. But relationship is not all about enjoyment, it's not all about excitement, it's not all about, so many of those things you dream about. It takes more. So you may be making a list. I want my man to be like this, I want my man to be like this, I want him to be this, I want him to be that, and all of that. So you spend more time, okay, in making those lists or in finding that person, instead of working on yourself, focusing on yourself. So instead of spending all that time doing that, spend more time on yourself, build yourself, make yourself ready for a relationship, okay? Because if you are not ready and you find a person who is ready and is able to meet up, at least, I can't say all of those your list, you understand what I mean? At least some of those your list, and the person finds out that you yourself, you are not fully prepared, okay, for the relationship. How do you think he will feel? Okay, so instead of making all that list, spending time in getting to know the right person, focusing on the right person, focus more on yourself, make yourself ready, build more on yourself. So if you spend time focusing or caring about finding the right person, instead of focusing more on yourself, on building up yourself, girl, that's a sign that you are not yet ready for a relationship, okay? Again, my the third one is communication. Communication cannot be overemphasized when it comes to relationship, okay? If you have not really learned how to communicate with people, if you have not really learned how to pay attention to someone when the person is talking, if you have not really learned how to give someone that attention, okay, how to have a good conversation and communicate well, how to own up to your words, you understand what I mean? It's a sign also. Okay, now my next one is that if you still frequently think of your ex, it is impossible for you to think about entering a relationship. It is not healthy. It's not advisable. Okay? How can you be thinking of entering a relationship when you haven't forgotten about the previous one? It is not healthy. You're only going in there to destroy the other person, okay? Because when you have not really forgotten about the person, your ex, if you have not really forgotten about your ex and you're entering into another relationship, this can open up to so many things that are not healthy in a relationship. You will always compare that your relationship, your partner, to your previous, to your ex, okay? There will always be a mistrust, okay? The lack of trust will be there. There are so many things, okay? That will be in there that are not healthy for a good and sound relationship. So, if you still frequently think of your ex and you have not fully overcome your ex, your previous relationship, it is advice, it is a sign that you are not yet ready for a relationship. You haven't really focused and worked on yourself. You have not overcome your previous relationship. You have not let go. Okay? You need to let go before you can enter a new relationship. So if you have not done that, it is a sign that you are not yet ready for another relationship. Okay? And another thing I would say is that, another thing again is that you find it very difficult to own up to your mistakes and to apologize. Now, if there is one thing I have learned about relationship is that you need to always compromise. Yes, you need to compromise. If you are not able to let go, if you are not able to, own up to your words, to your mistake, and able to apologize and let peace reign, you are not ready for a relationship. If you find it difficult to understand that you are wrong, if you find it difficult to understand that another person, okay, you offended someone, and you need to apologize, you are not yet ready for a relationship. Because we need to understand that there is always a consequences for every action that we take, okay? Because in a relationship, you need to always be conscious of your words, be conscious of your actions, be conscious of your behaviors and everything, okay? So if you find it difficult to all this, if you find it difficult to understand that you are wrong and that you need to apologize, then you are not ready for a relationship. Okay. And again, my last but not the least is that if you are still withdrawn, if you are still holding back, or if you are emotionally closed up, then it's a sign that you are not yet ready for a relationship. Because in relationship, you have to let the other person see the real you. That is the only way that person can love you for whom you are, okay? It takes two to tango. You need to be real. You don't need to hold back. If you're still having some trust issues, if you're still having some issues, your personal issues, then it is better not to enter a relationship. A relationship takes two to tango. It builds with the efforts of both couples, okay, to make it healthy and sound for the both partners, okay. Now, if you are not ready to enter a relationship, if you are not fully ready to enter a relationship, it is advised not to enter a relationship. If you are uncertain about entering a relationship, find out why you are uncertain to do so. Control yourself, check yourself, okay? Work on yourself, build yourself up. Relationship is not a play game thing. It is something very serious. It is a huge commitment. You need to be ready to enter a relationship. In a relationship, there can be ups and downs, but once the two people know themselves, okay, and their two minds work together and they agree They can always overcome everything that comes in. Yeah, that is it. Relationship is not always a bed of roses. There is always an up and down, okay? But with understanding, with the full persons being matured and ready for it, they can always work things out. But it is always difficult when one is not ready for a relationship and then you go ahead and you enter a relationship. It is very disastrous. It's very, very unhealthy. So you find out yourself if you are ready for a relationship and then decide when you are ready and when you are not ready. So thank you so much for watching. That's my video for you guys today. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being here again. Now, if you have watched me this far and you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Subscribe. Click that notification bell for more videos. When I upload, you'll be notified. Okay? And do have a wonderful time. See you in my next video. Ciao, ciao. Ciao. Bye.